need to watch under y'all damn nuts.
Hey, welcome to Squeal. I am Andy McNamara and I am joined tonight by Lisa-Skye,
Hi there.
Connor Lingus, Jesse Dean and Tom Foolery.
Hey.
And look at these beautiful ornaments I've brought. Today we are talking children. Have them or not? Are they a dream or a nightmare? And I might start with Mr. Tom Foolery.
Yeah. Well, depends on the lady.
Children that you don't know about.
In fact, I have many children out there, I imagine. And if you're watching, hi. Hi, children. It depends on the lady whose child it is, I suspect, because I don't have time for the children. Except they are the future. Children are the future.
But not your future.
Not my future. No.
Got it. Thank you, Tom. We understand. Jesse.
Listen, I don't feel like I want kids at the moment. Personally, that might change. I feel like I'm in a very selfish profession, I guess. I don't think I'd have time for them. And I'm going to say that after that.
Can we ask your profession?
Well, so I perform as a drag king, but also I do a lot of artwork. So I kind of focus on film and things like that, and art department kind of things. And between all those guys, it's kind of all about Jesse. So it does get a little bit, I guess, overwhelming to have a normal life.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'll be completely open to donate my womb to either of my siblings.
There you go, if anyone's watching.
My siblings, not an open auction there. I mean, paid me enough, I'd probably do it.
Put that on eBay, that'd go down quite well.
There's room in the womb.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd ever have kids of my own, and if I ever did have kids, I would adopt. There's too many of them floating around in the system.
Oh, that's a nice call. Alrighty, Connor Lingus.
Yeah, I think the same. Asked me again in 15 years. And yeah, I'd probably want to adopt because there's kids out there that need homes. Why would you go and make new ones, is what I think.
Cool, Lisa.
No, not now, not ever. I don't like children, except yours. Yours are fantastic. Look how unusual and alert they are. No. I hate them. The thought of, again, this might be just me being a gender fuck knuckle, but the thought of something feeding inside me, like a parasite in me growing, makes me a bit sick. And then, like, it crawling out of you.
I don't believe they crawl out. Let me just say.
Like just sliding out
they don't
of you.
crawl out.
Don't they just shoot out?
They cut their way out.
No,
That's
it's
what
like
they do.
something out of a troll film clip. It just like slides out, and then it's this idiot that doesn't pay rent that you can't talk sassy around.
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
a
just
problem.
horrible.
I don't know.
Basically,
I think a few kids have been taught sassy around.
Oh no! If you're under 20, you don't exist to me.
I like kids.
Controversial opinion.
Just my favourite kids are the ones you can hang out with and then give back afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
so
like
you hang out, play with them, whatever, give them back.
But what do you do?
The parents can do the bathing and the sleeping and all that.
What do you
crap.
do that's fun with kids? Like you can
pick
play
them up. They like to be picked
Nintendo
up.
and do
They can run around, they can be
But you
airplanes.
can do that yourself, and then you get
They
to
can
like
be
have a
long-
bulb afterwards.
So a dog
Wheelbarrows.
will do instead?
Oh, my partner and I have our first 8 dogs planned. Names and breeds.
See, because I like kids. They scare the fuck out of me, but am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, good.
Too late.
I'm just referring to gender fuck knuckles.
Should have passed that a few weeks ago. Yeah, I like kids. The kids are all right. It's parents that suck ass.
Yeah.
Parents, people who have kids because they're like, I have to have a kid. That's what my life is purely there for, is to have a kid.
But
then they have these kids that they don't want to. Like, I work at a restaurant as well.
Yeah, people who don't discipline their children are pretty awful.
I went to a wedding yesterday and there was a child. And Malice was there and she had her children and they're very well behaved, obviously, Malice's children.
Clearly.
But this child came out of nowhere. And the Malice's children were having a little wrestle with their uncle Silly. Wrestle, happy. This child just came and launched himself like a wrestler at my friend and starts to like punch and kick his balls. And I'm like, that's not cool. And I told the child, away from my friend's balls. And then I said, where is your mother? And I went to find the mother and I gave her a piece of my mind.
And how did the mother respond?
The mother just stood there for a while and looked at me, and while her child is still continuing to attack my friend's balls, and then the child picked up a croquet mallet was about to do the croquet mallet into my friend, and then the mother said, "Oh no, darling, that's not right."
Wow.
Saffron, darling, Saffron.
Some people should not be allowed to have the children. Aubrey was
Saffron
his
Caleb.
name, actually. Aubrey.
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 Oh, God. I went to a bookshop in Yarraville one day, and there was a one with a child, older mother with a 3-year-old child or something, and the kid had a drink, and the shop assistant comes up and goes, "Oh, look, actually, we don't have food and drink in this shop. You know, you can't have your child drinking." She said, "I'll have you know, my child makes a lot less mess than most adults, and blah blah blah." And the shop assistant's going, "Oh, okay," and
The
just
adults
snuck
can't
away.
bring drink or food.
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "I don't think we want our business here anyway," and stormed out.
There's this thing that happens to parents, and it's justifiable that like this chemical just boom, so they don't shake the child to death on the 78th consecutive night of no sleep. That they're suddenly like, "I love you, and this is all good."
And they lose all knowledge of pop art, or any pop stuff at all, like any public stuff.
I just think all the stuff that you can do with a child, like do Play-Doh and crayons and stuff, you can do as an adult, but also with stuff that children aren't allowed to touch, like dildos and bulbs.
Yeah, but
I thought that was coming.
with a kid, you can read them a story and they're not like, "Oh, this sucks, I'm going to the store."
No, I get
Sit them
stories read to me,
down.
and I read people's stories, and I'm like, "Oh, this is magical."
Well,
yes,
that's
this
great
is magical.
for you. I don't live in your world, clearly. I wish people would read me stories. I want stories read to me.
Oh, what is a book?
I don't think I should have kids because I think I still am one. I think that's a really good reason.
Those
Awesome
are the
as
best
fuck.
parents, the ones that are children still.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. No, I agree.
It's great to hear, like we hear so much about, parenthood, it's so wonderful, so terrific, blah, blah. It's happy to hear a bit of a different point of view.
Considering we're all in the
But
entertainment,
I've
all the
done-
creative industries, we're
I've
just
done,
like,
I've done some babysitting and kids are great in that you can take them to the playground and they just run around and they get you involved as well. They're like, it's positive peer pressure. Come down the slide, come play on the monkey bars, and you end up having fun by accident.
And when you babysit, priority one is no one dies. It doesn't matter if you give them lollies they're not allowed to have or anything, just no one can die, everything's fine.
Well, if you give them too many lollies, they tend to get a bit.
But
then you give them
by
back.
then. Hey, you've been watching Squeal. We've been discussing the merits of offspring. We will see you next time. Bye.